your boy Kenny,
And your girl Samantha.
and we are back with another banger. I'm talking about banger. But our first, we're gonna go and get the video real quick. We're doing that, sweetheart.
We got CJ the fake blood behind Whoopty.
Behind Whoopty. Whoopty, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the song is.
Oh my God. If you hear it, you gonna know it, right?
I know. I don't remember.
Well, she was just singing Whoopty, and sushi. You out of there, babe. Alright, so yeah. So y'all.
His name is CJ?
Yeah.
The guy that sings the
CJ, yeah. And then he did Whoopty.
He said he a fake blood?
Fake. They claiming him, man, a fake blood, brother.
He rapping them blood.
That's what the sound Whoopty come from.
What?
It's a set. Whoopty is a set of bloods in New York that's claiming they don't even know this man.
Why they even let him?
Cause most of the Whoopties locked up.
Oh.
I think. But we finna get into it though.
DJ is a drill rapper from Staten Island who blew up last year with the hit song Whoopty. But since going viral, many question his street cred and accuse him of being fake and an industry plan. Let's get into the career and come up of CJ, the wannabe blood behind Whoopty.
The wannabe.
CJ first got the world's attention with his hit song Whoopty, which dropped July 30th, 2020 and peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The track instantly blew up thanks to the hard-hitting beat and viral music video, which showed CJ and his homies posted on the block rocking.
But the thing is, he got all these people with him.
I know, but that was the same thing with 6ix9ine though. If you got money, they're gonna be around you. But the thing of it is, with this video going, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about it now, he gonna become a crash dummy. Cause he gotta prove himself now. So he gonna go out there and do whatever to show like, hey, I'm not really no fake blood. So he go, y'all better watch out for CJ. He gonna be dangerous out here.
Red rags and shouting the catchphrase, Whoopty, a blood greeting call. The beat to Whoopty featured a sample from the Indian song, Sanam Re. This same sample was famously used in the beat for Exposing Me by Mimo 600 and King Von, which was also remixed by drill rappers like FBG Doug, Ruga, and 22Gs. So the song became an instant hit because of the familiar beat, generic bars, and catchy hook. Not long after it popped off, people began taking a closer look at CJ to find out if he was really Whoopty or just claiming for the clout. CJ grew up in Staten Island and comes from a Puerto Rican family. He started rapping as a hobby when he was 9, but took it more seriously at 14 when he started dropping tracks on SoundCloud and YouTube. He had a few tracks on SoundCloud before blowing up with Whoopty, including a song with the OG fake blood, 6ix9ine, called Pop. But none of these tracks made much of an impact online or even in New York City. He self-released the track Whoopty in July 2020 using the beat he found on YouTube and became an overnight success. He later signed to Warner Records and Cruise Control Entertainment. But here's where the accusations of CJ being an industry plant first started. The CEO of Cruise Control Entertainment, James Cruz, is also CJ.
Oh, damn.
But they said Warner Brothers.
Damn. But I'm pretty sure, like, if you a big CEO, you can help, you know what I'm saying, your nephew get on somewhere else.
That multiple labels reached out to him, but Warner offered the best situation, probably because he had family members in high positions at the company. His uncle James Cruz is a music mogul who has deep connections in the industry. He worked for Reebok in the 90s before making the transition into music and working for Bad Boy. Cruz got close to Puffy and ended up running his entire organization.
Damn.
He worked with Combs Enterprises for almost 10 years before leaving to start his own Latin-focused music marketing firm. So, CJ seemed like the perfect project for his uncle James, who was looking for the next big Latin star to take over New York. At first, CJ had a more melodic, auto-tune heavy approach to rapping, but this ain't attract much attention. CJ just wanted the clout, and he wasn't trying to spend the next decade grinding in the music industry to make a name for himself.
So he changed.
So he took notes from 6ix9ine's playbook and started making aggressive drill tracks, flaunting his alleged gang ties. To his credit, it worked. And Whoopty was one of the biggest songs in New York in the summer of 2020. The track went viral on TikTok too, which boosted its popularity. Plus, it got a major push on radio and other outlets thanks to the ties from his Uncle James. So overnight, CJ went from an unknown rapper to one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in New York. But all the attention also brought questions from fans about who this new rapper was, as well as the gang he was from. He's clearly claiming blood from the bandanas and the use of the term Whoopty. But the lyrics to the song are pretty basic and don't say what borough or what set he's from. This is when rumors went around that CJ ain't really who he claimed to be and was just another clout-chasing rapper using gangs to blow up in the music industry. Whoopty's not a phrase that CJ made up. It's a common word used in the Bronx by the Bloodhound Brim. CJ crossed the line when he did an interview with Genius, where he claimed credit for the word whoopty. He said that it was a term he invented and used with his homies. He even went as far as filing a trademark for the phrase so no one else could use it for commercial purposes. This upset the Bloodhound Brims, who had been using the word for years and wanted proper credit for creating it. Bloodhound Brims founder, LeBrim, even called in from prison, calling out CJ for taking the term and not giving proper credit. LeBrim was sentenced to 30 years in prison back in 2019 in connection to his leadership of the Bloodhound Brim. Even though he's locked up, he still tapped in with what's going on in the streets and had to set the record straight about who really started Whoopty. He gave CJ props for making the hot song, but accused him of stealing the word Whoopty from the Bloodhound Brims and denies having any affiliation with the rapper.
So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used, that's not his content. So his foundation is based off of lie. He's not Whoopty. He don't know nothing about Whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it.
Dang.
Game changer for my business.
And that's the leader of
And that's the leader of the Brims. Dang.
He called him out, proclaiming a set and lifestyle that he and a bunch of other Brims are serving decades in prison over. He says the only reason the song was hot in the first place is because of the respect they built in New York. But he's disrespecting the Brims by saying he created the word.
Right.
He makes it clear he ain't beefing with CJ or saying he gonna do something to him, but he had to set the record straight about where Whoopty started. This hurt CJ's street cred, and after that, more gang members and other New York drill rappers started questioning his affiliation. G5 Reels, a rapper affiliated with LeBrim, also hopped on live to call out CJ for being a fake blood with no ties to the Bloodhound Brims and for copywriting the term Whoopty, even though he never put in any work for the set.
First you make the song Whoopty, then you make the song Bop. That's all our shit, boy. And you still not trying to pay homage? Then you gonna copyright our shit? You copyright our shit? Like, yo, boy, your head not good.
The Bloodhound Brims was one of the most violent gangs in New York before being taken down in a major gang indictment in 2016. They operated in various locations in New York City, as well as Westchester, Elmira, and Pennsylvania. They was accused of trafficking massive amounts of crack, cocaine, and heroin throughout the state of New York and Pennsylvania. A lot of Bloodhound Brim leaders was later arrested in a RICO indictment and charged with crimes that included racketeering, murder, attempted murder, drug trafficking, and assault. The Brim started in Los Angeles, but later branched out to New York in the early 90s. Like most blood sets in NYC, the Brim started in prison at Rikers Island and then spread out to the streets later on. There's multiple Brim sets in New York that make up what they call the Blood Brim Army. During the height of their rise, the Brims was behind a lot of wild crimes that eventually led to their downfall. In 2012, LeBrim and another Blood member named Don P got arrested for a shootout at a chicken spot in the Bronx where they allegedly fired at ops with an AK-47. LeBrim was later found guilty of attempted murder for the crime, which was one of the events that led to his 30-year sentence. In 2014, a Brim leader named Kevin Melton made headlines after kidnapping the father of one of the prosecutors who was responsible for locking him up for life. Melton got hit with life in prison for ordering a hit on someone in 2011. To get revenge, Melton went after one of the prosecutors who was responsible for convicting him. He set it all up using a cell phone he snuck into jail and ordered 5 members to kidnap the prosecutor. But they ended up going to the wrong address and instead kidnapped her father, Frank Jansen. The gang kidnapped Jansen from his crib in Atlanta, then called his wife and told her they was going to torture and kill her husband if she ain't follow their demands. But the FBI was able to intercept a call between Melton and the kidnappers and found Jansen at an apartment complex in Atlanta. So, the Brims was responsible for a wave of terror, not just in New York, but all over the country. This eventually led to the indictment that took down many high-ranking members of the gang.
Them boys dangerous.
But even with most of their leaders locked up, the Bloodhound Brims are still well-respected in New York. So, for LeBrim to make a public statement denying CJ's credibility was a major blow to the rapper's career. Plus, it wasn't...
Shoot, I guarantee he probably had to move out of New York.
that, and probably nobody won't make music with him.
Dang.
I'm assuming
Come on, CJ, bro, you can't be stealing this. Come on, now. You gotta understand. These dudes, they put their blood, sweat, prison time, all that, and you trying to steal their lingo.
I mean, it seems like you need to give him some money.
Yeah, you need to. Off that Whoopty song, you probably made a couple million. So
I'm more sure he made a good bit.
Yeah, you made a good bit. You need to go on, break off the gang, and you need to go on, stop claiming you Whoopty. You know what I'm saying? So go on, pay some homage and pay homage with them pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't just Brim members taking shots at the rapper. Brooklyn rapper 22G's also came out and questioned CJ's street cred. In January 2021, 22G's tagged CJ on Instagram, saying, @RealCJ giving me 6ix9ine vibes, and boy from Staten Island, the safest borough in NYC.
Damn.
Also dropped a Whoopty remix.
From
That's the safest area?
borough in the new. So they call them boroughs out there.
I guess.
And new instead of cities, I guess they call them boroughs, towns, or we got parishes. Okay, I see where they coming from.
It's called Goofy, where he took shots at CJ, calling him a groupie who was just jacking the Brooklyn drill sound to make himself more popular. In interviews, 22G's made it clear that it wasn't real beef, but he had to address the situation because CJ ain't give respect to the originators of the sound that made him famous. CJ responded to 22G's with the track Hit Up, where he don't just diss the rapper, but take shots at his entire gang, the Gangsta Disciples. On the track, he raps, "I catch a blicky, man down in my city," referring to 22G's blicky gang. And in the video, he's seen throwing up GDK, which means Gangsta Disciple Killer, the gang that 22G's is from. So not only is CJ starting beef with another rapper, he wants smoke with one of the biggest gangs in America too. Another popular Brooklyn drill rapper, Busy Banks, came out and said CJ jacked his bars and stole his whole flow. Busy posted on his Instagram story, "That CJ need to give me my credit, no cap. Jacking my lingo and flow, I'm tired of not getting the recognition I deserve. I started this new wave of drill rap. Let's talk about it." If you listen to the flow and lyrics on Hit Up, it sounds similar to Busy Banks' tracks Neo and Don't Start Part 2. So instead of earning people's respect, CJ was quickly making enemy. In September 2021, 22G's did an interview with No Jumper, where Adam 22 reveals that CJ was set to do an interview, but canceled at the last minute. The reason he canceled was because the person in charge of their social media posted something about the beef between him and CJ. So CJ got his feelings and canceled the whole interview.
We had an interview booked with CJ.
Over.
And then somebody on the social media team, they posted up 22G's dissing CJ. They just posted about it because it's notable, it's news, we're paying attention. We were all talking about it in the group chat, so they posted it. CJ interview canceled.
This was another L for the Staten Island rapper. He could have used the interview to tell his side of the story.
Yeah.
Instead, he chose to stay quiet. CJ never really addressed the accusations that he's false claiming and stealing another rapper's style and flow. He also went and dropped another single that brings the same kind of buzz that Whoopty did. He dropped an EP in early 2021 called Loyalty Over Royalty, which was executive produced by French Montana. But none of the other songs made the same impact as Whoopty. Unless CJ can switch up his whole style and come back with a banger that puts him on the charts, it'll probably just be a one-hit wonder. Just like 6ix9ine, part of his appeal was his gang ties. But once the truth was exposed, fans just move on to the rappers who really live what they rap.
That's true.
That is.
Some people just, you had one good song,
Yeah.
But now all these things that be coming
all
out.
the real stuff coming out. So nobody finna rock with you.
Ain't nobody gonna listen to you.
God.
But the fact that you canceled an interview just because that company who, Jumper posted something, their social media team posted something about the whole beef. You don't want to show it.
Dang. Come on, bruh. And I really had liked the song, too.
I think everybody liked the song.
Shoot, I didn't even know it was no, no blood set. Man, dang. Man, CJ, bro, they might have just canceled you, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. That might be it. Yeah. Like they said, that you probably was a one-hit wonder, so you better save them M's and
don't spend them
don't spend them all now.
You probably already did.
If you bought some jewelry, go return it if they let you. Because they probably didn't cancel. They probably canceled you, but.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Man, but.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below, give us your thoughts on it. What do you think about it? We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back with more videos. Peace.